Hello everyone, my name is Monica Rivera, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how you can earn free college credit through using the CLEP exams as well as modernstates.org. So I had mentioned this previously on TikTok, and a lot of people wanted more information on it. So I kind of just accumulated all the questions that I had received on TikTok and kind of picked and choose them so I can elaborate on them a little bit more. So first things first is, what the hell is CLEP? Well, CLEP is something that's offered by College Board. So if you're familiar with AP or advanced placement exams, CLEP is a way that is one test, and it's just one test that you take that essentially replaces what would be a semester-long course. So in that one test that you take, as long as you pass it, let's say you're trying to CLEP out of entry-level math, instead of having to take a whole semester proving that you know whatever that math course is, like algebra, you take that one test, you pass it, and you get your 3 college credits. Now, typically, if you want to take CLEP exams, they're $89 per exam, and then the additional testing fees, depending on where you go, are also added on top of it. So I'd say it'd be around $100 or so in order to CLEP exams. A lot of what CLEP is just covering the stuff that you learned already in high school. That's essentially what CLEP is. There's a couple of different ways it's different from AP. I'm going to include a chart somewhere here, or maybe even throughout the video. But the main difference between advanced placement and CLEP exams is that advanced placement, or AP, you typically can only take in high school, usually only take it once a year, versus CLEP you can take every 90 days. So if you don't do so well your first time, you are always able to go ahead and take it again later on. And additionally, AP, much like CLEP, the only thing that I think is negative about both is that they're not always widely accepted in all universities. So that's another big thing to kind of look into with CLEP, is like, hey, do all universities accept it? No, but I would say about almost 3,000 out of 5,000 universities and colleges do accept CLEP. So it's just a matter of doing a little bit more research and seeing what works better for you in your path in college. But I think this is a great option because originally CLEP was developed for adults that are planning on returning back to school and just didn't have the funds, or honestly didn't need to go through the entire 4-year program, depending on whatever they were looking to do. Now, another negative thing with CLEP, and I'm not saying it's all negative, but another negative thing with CLEP is that typically some graduate programs as well as medical, I would say, they don't really accept CLEP. You definitely do your research if you're looking to go that far into it. Really, it's just primarily just for people trying to get their 4-year degree out of the way and get it out of the way much quicker. In addition to that, again, I had mentioned that it cost about $100 or so to take it, but if you watch until the end of the video, I can show you guys how to get CLEP essentially your freshman year, and even some additional extracurricular courses literally for free, no catch. And actually this program through modernstates.org will help pay for you to study for the CLEP and then give you a free CLEP voucher as well. So like I said, any age can take it. If you see me looking down at my notes, I'm just making sure I go through everything. When can you take it? You can take it pretty much anywhere. If you, I really don't recommend it, but if you just want to see how you would do on a CLEP exam your first try, you can literally look up on their website, see if there's a testing center available near you. And then after you find one that's closest to you, you schedule an appointment. I want to say 48 hours notice, and you can be taking your CLEP exam right away if you wanted to pay for it. Now again, stay tuned towards the end to see where you can go ahead and get that voucher so you can go ahead and get it for free. Where do you take it? So it's not entirely online. So modernstates.org is it's a charity that's actually based in New York, and they will pay for you to take the CLEP exam. They give you a CLEP voucher after you complete going through basically like their study session. So they give you free quizzes, free practice study guides, and things of that nature to make you feel comfortable enough to take CLEP without having to worry about retaking it or without having to worry about flunking it. And this is also something, another big question is that, hey, is this available worldwide? Yes, it is. I had one person in my comments that had asked, hey, is this available in England? And I actually just did a real quick search, and I found one somewhere in London. There's a testing center that would enable them to take CLEP. So also if you're a foreign exchange student, or if you're planning on doing some foreign studies, this is also another great option, because if you're someone that just, like, say you already know Spanish and you need to get a language in your prerequisites out of the way, you can go ahead and CLEP out of it. So again, but I really want to heavily focus on making sure you do the research prior to make sure that your school accepts it. Where I got my AA from, UNF, they actually accept CLEP. Another chart somewhere around here, because that was something one of the students specifically actually went to my older university. So that's another thing. I heavily push not only doing the research to make sure it is the best path for you, the best course of action, but secondly, evaluating all options. Now in Florida, I would say, and I found it very odd because it seems like each state may have a different curriculum. If you have dual enrollment in your high school, please take that first, because typically the schools pay for you to be dual enrolled, and that can get you your first 2 years out of the way for free as well. But the thing is, you can also do CLEP while you're still in high school. So let's say, you know, whatever you weren't able to find certain courses while doing enrollment, you could also additionally do some CLEP. So essentially you can almost maybe even get 3 years kind of taken off, or maybe 2.5, depending on what you need and what you're focusing on for whatever your path is going to be in college. So, but again, I heavily emphasize doing the research because everyone's path is different. I would not recommend it for anyone that is looking to do medical studies, but this is perfect for people in STEM, perfect for people that are looking to do law, perfect for people that are honestly just looking to get their degree, to get it out of their way, or trying to get their degree much quicker. And this is perfect for people that are just trying to get back into school without having to spend a lot of money. And I say this because I think information regarding education is great. Not to knock degrees down altogether, but I do find that, you know, degrees are becoming lesser and lesser in value. So in whatever way that you can find, you know, the educational tools that'll help propel you in order to get a job, I think it's beneficial to look at all your options, and also not to gatekeep this information, because, you know, unfortunately not everyone can afford school, not everyone can afford higher education, and that kind of leaves them in this realm of constantly going through the cycle of not being able to, you know, further themselves. So hopefully this can be a really good option. I would definitely recommend, especially sharing this for people that are going into college for their first year and they're kind of unsure, because I'll use myself an example. I really wasted a lot of time and money because I wasn't sure really what I wanted to do in college. But if I can give some information to someone that they could potentially get like their first 2 years of college for free, I mean, then you're not wasting a lot of time, you're not wasting a lot of money, and you're really, what your gen ed courses are, if you're not familiar with gen ed is, it's just a repeat of literally everything that you learned in your 4 years of high school. History, mathematics, English, things of that nature. That was a big question. People weren't sure how the grading went with CLEP. So it's pass or fail with CLEP. So you don't have to worry about, and that's why I say do the additional research, because some schools, I know a lot of them, it seemed they only accepted, they accepted 50. Literally, if you get a 50 on their CLEP, you pass. Other schools, I noticed it was a D or 63. So, but it's pass or fail. Once you get whatever amount, it doesn't matter if you get more or less, as long as you meet whatever the requirement is for whatever school you're going to, it will show up on a transcript. And I'm also going to put a picture of an example transcript of what it looks like. Another big thing about CLEP as well is, compared to APs, is that it won't affect your GPA. So let's say you do terribly on your first CLEP exam, you flunk it. It will not appear on your transcript, meaning it's like it almost never happened. It's pretty much a foolproof way to try to get your credits if you're unsure about your education. If you're someone like me that's, you know, gets really bad test anxiety. Another great thing about CLEP 2 is that it's only an hour and a half for the testing itself versus AP, which you literally sit there for 2 to 3 hours, I would say, for testing. So that's another major plus as far as with CLEP. And again, I know about this a little bit more because my father actually had CLEP'd a lot of his tests because he was military. So if you're someone that's in the military as well, this is a great option, because the military actually pays for you to CLEP out of stuff as well. In addition to, like, if you have work experience in your field, I think is really great to know about this too. With modernstates.org, because it is a charity, all you have to do is sign up, go through the curriculum, and that's how you get it for free. Once you get that voucher, you pretty much take that voucher to put into, like, when you're gonna purchase your CLEP exam, and boom, it's there for free. A big thing, if you look on their website, you can see their slogan is like your freshman year for free, which is true. I mean, it works. I'm doing it myself because I had actually found about this from my university advisor at VSU, go Blazers, and she had told me that, hey, because I had transferred from Florida to Georgia, since you need this extra credit in order to pass or get your degree according to Georgia's curriculum, you can CLEP out of it so you don't have to spend the extra money since you already graduated with your AA. The thing about college, guys, is that you have to do a lot of research. So just but I feel like this is a really great way to kind of get through a lot of it without a lot of trouble, without a lot of hassle, and without a lot of money being wasted. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that this helps someone in the future when it comes to making decisions in their college career. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and obviously share this with anyone that you think would kind of help, especially if there's someone that they're not sure about what they want to do going into college, if they're considering returning to college but kind of don't know where to start or what to even begin to start doing. But thanks so much for watching. Bye.
It's a wrap, period. We're done.
It's a wrap.